In today's video, I hope to offer you the freedom I have found from loneliness. I can't actually give it to you, but I do think if you pay close attention to the words that I say, you may be able to find the path that can change everything. Today's thought from the book, I Hope You Wake Up, is The Illusion of Loneliness, A Journey to Genuine Connection. In Western culture, it's easy to mistake being physically alone for loneliness. But these two states are as distinct as night and day. For a significant portion of my life, I grappled with a profound sense of loneliness, a feeling that persistently gnawed at my soul, irrespective of whether I was surrounded by a sea of faces or in the quiet solitude of my room. This experience led me to a revelation. True connection begins not with others, but within ourselves. In Western culture, where the buzz of life never seems to quiet, we often find ourselves lost in a labyrinth of roles and identities. Consumerism, the very heartbeat of this culture, whispers a subtle yet pervasive message. You are what you possess. This notion transcends the material and seeps into our sense of self. We identify as mothers, fathers, siblings, lovers, playing roles that we believe define us. But beneath these labels lies a paradoxical question we seldom dare to ask. Who am I really? Think about this. If every familiar aspect of your life vanished overnight, who would you be? If the world forgot your name, how would you shape your sense of self? If the person you cherished most turned their back on you, how would you find your footing again? I've realized that my own loneliness stemmed from a deep-seated fear that my worth was tied to external validations, being humorous, intelligent, or affluent. But if people love me only for these attributes, was it really me they loved? Our modern-day Shakespeare Drake has echoed these sentiments, questioning whether love and appreciation are contingent on what we offer rather than who we are. In his sonnet, BBL Love, we get, what if I had a CDL, leaving out a STL on the way to ATL in a big 18 wheel? Would your ass still be here? Would your ass still be here? Would you love Ed like you love Drake? Love Fred like you love Drake? Love Greg like you love Drake? Love said like you love Drake? Thought you said that you love Drake. Thought you said that you love Drake. Thought you said. These questions reveal a profound truth. Our essence isn't static. We're fluid, ever-evolving beings, constantly renewing ourselves. Each encounter with a friend or stranger is not a mere repetition of the past, but a unique interaction with a being who is infinite in their possibilities. In this recognition lies a paradoxical liberation. Imagine reaching a state where your presence in someone's life is not about need, but choice. A choice stemming from pure, unconditional love. In such relationships, fears of deceit, abandonment, and inadequacy dissipate. But embracing this means accepting a world without leverage, where love is given freely without expectations or conditions. This brings us to the crux of loneliness. It's often rooted in the fear that the leverage in others' lives might slip away. We strive sometimes desperately to be enough, not realizing that this fear itself casts a shadow on our self-worth. The paradox that in believing we need leverage to maintain relationships, we are left wondering if we are ever truly enough for anyone. But here's a liberating truth. You can only accept others to the extent that you accept yourself. Embark on a journey of self-love. Embrace moments of solitude as opportunities for introspection and discovery. Peel back the layers of your identity and examine the core of your being. Ask yourself, who am I beyond my roles, beyond my achievements, beyond my failures? Why do I need marriage to feel validated? Why do I seek security in my relationships? Who is it that I need in order to feel whole? In this self-exploration, you will find a love that is unconditional, a love that doesn't rely on leverage or external validations. As you cultivate this inner sanctuary of self-acceptance and love, you'll notice a transformation. The loneliness that once felt like a constant companion begins to fade, replaced by a sense of completeness and contentment that comes from within. In this space, every relationship becomes a reflection of your inner peace, not a quest for validation. To be alone is not to be lonely. Loneliness is a state of mind, a product of disconnection from our true selves. When we connect deeply with our inner being, we discover a universe of love and acceptance that never wanes. It's in this discovery that the illusion of loneliness dissolves and we find ourselves truly connected, not just with others, but with the very essence of truth itself. Here's what I want you to understand. The path to losing loneliness was a path where I realized loneliness was an illusion from the beginning. It grew out of the idea that I needed to be something to be accepted. And I realized that I needed others to show up in a way because I needed myself to be that same thing. The paradox of life is that if you get to a space where you have no expectations of others, where you love people unconditionally and you don't necessarily need them to show up in a certain way, you don't force them to say, I need this, I need that, you have to be this way, you have to be that way, but you just enjoy being around people in general. It curates a new idea of relationships. And I hear when it comes to like dating and marriage and like this and the commitments and staying together and how hard those things are, I get it. I understand that concept, but I wonder if that concept comes from the need for leverage to keep people in our lives. It's possible. Like, what does life look like when you choose a companion because you just love that person and you just want to be with that person and you want to be the best that you can be for that person and in as an extension yourself? Would you not be open and transparent? Would you not communicate effectively and efficiently? Would you not maybe come forward with some of the problems that people hide already? Like, I think the biggest challenge I have with this is like people make this argument of unconditionally loving others takes away the leverage of them choosing to stay with you even when things get hard. But people already make decisions that really don't even give the other person the ability to know that they're now in like an open relationship because they're out cheating emotionally or physically, or they've just kind of left the relationship and there's no love here anymore and we're staying together for the kids. Like, is that any better than maybe having a real conversation about some of the things that someone may feel they want in a relationship from the beginning because you're not afraid that they're going to judge you or leave you or whatever, or even if you do think they may leave you, you're not afraid of what that outcome may mean. Maybe it doesn't work out, maybe it does work out, but like instead of needing this, instead of feeling like without this there's this overarching fear of loneliness and loss of wholeness. Instead, we were loving each other completely and wholly because we just love ourselves. It's really hard to explain because it goes against everything that the culture sort of holds in regards to relationships and friendships and marriage, but it's something I really believe in. So I hope that within this process that you find your own peace, but no matter what it is, it's still the right decision. And I hope you know I love you unconditionally. I wish nothing but the best for you. And I look forward to the next chapter tomorrow. So until next time, peace.